No one has more features than HEB Video Central. No one else has more price busters and hot title videos.
Hey, how are you? Sorry that I'm not at home. But when I get the message on my desk.
We all remember the 1980s for its neon fashion and classic arcade games. But some of its everyday phenomena have disappeared forever. From the nostalgia of renting VHS tapes to flipping through a phone book. These seemingly simple things are now relics of a bygone era. What makes these moments so unforgettable? And will we ever truly appreciate how much they shaped our daily lives? Here's a look at 10 simple things from the 1980s that will never happen again.
One-way ticket to Los Angeles. Will that be smoking or non-smoking?
Take a wild guess.
Back in the 1980s, airport security was a breeze compared to today. Travelers could show up just before their flight, and loved ones could walk right up to the gate with them. Security was super simple, usually just a quick metal detector walkthrough and an X-ray scan of carry-on bags. This made flying easy and stress-free, and people loved it. But this simplicity had its downsides. The tragic bombing of Pan Am Flight 103 in 1988 showed the security gaps. Then came the events of September 11, 2001, which led to major changes. Nowadays, you need to arrive hours early, go through detailed screenings, remove your shoes, and follow strict rules on liquids. Modern security now uses high-tech gadgets like full-body scanners and biometrics to keep us safe, though it takes more time and feels less personal. As we look back at how airport security has evolved, how have other aspects of our daily lives changed similarly? For instance, how do we transition from tangled phone cords to the sleek wireless technology we use today? Let's explore that shift next.
Ed Rooney's office.
Hi, this is Ferris Bueller. Can I speak to Mr. Rooney, please?
Back in the 1980s, dealing with tangled phone cords was a daily challenge. Landline phones had coiled cords that connected the handset to the base, and they would often twist and knot, leaving people to spend time untangling them by unplugging the cord and straightening it out. Despite this little annoyance, these phones were loved because they let you move around while chatting, offering a sense of freedom, even if you sometimes had to stretch the cord so others wouldn't hear your conversation. Things started to change in the 1990s with the arrival of cordless phones, which did away with the pesky cords and gave even more mobility. As technology advanced, mobile phones took over, making landlines and their tangled cords a thing of the past. Nowadays, most people rely on smartphones, which not only let you talk, but also connect to the internet, send messages, and do so much more. Just as landline phones evolved from tangled cords to wireless freedom, how did answering machines transform communication next? Let's explore the rise of cassette answering machines.
Believe it or not, George isn't at home. Please leave a message.
In the 1980s, cassette answering machines were a must-have in every home. These nifty devices used magnetic tape to record messages when you missed a call, letting you personalize greetings and listen to messages whenever you wanted. It was a big leap in communication, and people loved how they could screen calls and dodge unwanted conversations. But these machines weren't perfect. Tapes could get tangled, and they needed regular upkeep. By the 1990s, digital answering machines arrived, offering clearer, more reliable recordings without the hassle of tapes. As technology moved forward, mobile phones and voicemail services took over, making these machines a thing of the past. Now, smartphones handle all our missed calls and messages, leaving cassette answering machines as a charming memory from simpler times. As we look back at how cassette answering machines revolutionized communication, can you recall the evolution of video game controllers? Let's explore how the shift from wired to wireless transformed gaming.
He helps you tackle even the toughest challenge. Will you be the first to raise the incredibly accurate zapper?
Back when video games first became popular, controllers were always wired, and that was just how things were done. Whether you were playing on the classic Nintendo Entertainment System, Atari, or the Sega Genesis, those cords meant you had to sit pretty close to the TV, often resulting in a mess of tangled cords. But despite these hassles, gamers loved the reliability and quick response of wired controllers. Everything changed in 2002 with the Nintendo Wavebird for GameCube, the first widely used wireless controller. It allowed players to sit further back without worrying about cords. Over time, wireless controllers became the norm, with advancements like Bluetooth and rechargeable batteries. Now, whether you're playing on a PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo Switch, wireless controllers have become standard, bringing freedom and ease to gaming. The days of untangled cords are happily behind us, with wireless controllers transforming our gaming experience. Can you remember when MTV was the sole destination for music videos? Let's explore how MTV's shift from music to reality TV changed the media landscape.
I want my MTV.
I want my MTV.
MTV burst onto the scene in 1981, shaking up the entertainment world by playing music videos around the clock. It quickly became a cultural icon, giving artists a new way to bring their music to life visually. Memorable videos like Michael Jackson's Thriller and Madonna's Like a Virgin not only thrilled audiences but also sent record sales soaring. The catchy slogan, "I want my MTV," captured the excitement of young viewers everywhere. Though it started as a music channel, MTV began adding reality shows like The Real World in the 1990s to keep up with changing tastes. Now, MTV is known more for its reality TV, while platforms like YouTube have become the go-to spots for music videos. Even so, MTV's legacy in music and pop culture remains unforgettable. As MTV revolutionized how we experienced music with endless video content, how did technology evolve to let us control our viewing schedules? Let's explore how VCRs changed the way we recorded and watched TV shows.
Instant replay?
Hey, I want to see those pictures.
Panasonic Portable VHS. It records TV, and it records life. Panasonic.
People used VCRs to record TV shows on VHS tapes and watch them later, giving them the freedom to enjoy their favorite programs at any time. This practice, known as time shifting, became popular because VCRs were affordable and easy to use, making them a household essential. Families loved being able to record and rewatch their favorite movies and TV series, ensuring they never missed an episode. However, as DVDs emerged in the late 1990s with better picture quality and more storage space, VCRs began to lose their appeal. Digital recording devices and services like TiVo offered even more convenience, and eventually, streaming services like Netflix and Hulu made on-demand viewing possible, rendering VCRs obsolete. The beloved VCRs of the past were gradually replaced by these newer, more advanced technologies. As VCRs faded with the rise of digital convenience, what about another cherished pre-digital technology? Let's explore photomats and their quick photo development. In the 1980s, photomats were a popular and easy way to develop photos. These small drive-through kiosks let people drop off film rolls and pick up their developed photos the next day, making the process fast and hassle-free. Located in shopping center parking lots, photomats were all about convenience, especially for families and amateur photographers who loved the quick results. The friendly photomates who worked there knew all about film and helped customers with a smile. However, as one-hour photo labs appeared in the late 1980s and early 1990s, offering even faster service inside larger stores, photomats began to lose their charm. The shift to digital photography eventually made film development a thing of the past, as people embraced the ease of taking, storing, and printing photos digitally, without the need for physical film. As photomats fade away, how did cars adapt to changing times with new features? Let's explore the rise of the cigarette lighter and its evolution in vehicles.
Fix a cigarette lighter.
In the 1980s, cigarette lighters were a common feature in cars, making it easy for drivers to light up while on the go. These small cylindrical devices were built into the dashboard and would heat up when pressed, popping out when ready to use. Smoking was more socially accepted back then, so these lighters were a handy convenience. Besides lighting cigarettes, they were also great for powering small gadgets like portable radios and car vacuums. However, as smoking became less popular in the late 1990s and early 2000s, car manufacturers replaced lighters with 12-volt power outlets. These new outlets could charge a variety of devices, from phones to GPS units, offering a more versatile and health-conscious option. Today, these power outlets are standard in most cars, reflecting the shift towards a healthier lifestyle. As we look back at how car features evolved from cigarette lighters to more versatile 12-volt outlets, could the same shift in technology explain the decline of phone books? Let's explore how these once essential directories faded from our lives.
From the instant ones delivered, it's used. The Southwestern Bell Yellow Pages. It delivers.
Back in the 1980s, phone books were a must-have for finding contact information. These handy directories listed names, addresses, and phone numbers for both people and businesses in a specific area. The white pages were for residential listings, while the yellow pages were packed with business contacts and ads. Before the internet, everyone had a phone book at home, updated yearly to keep things accurate. It was the go-to for finding numbers, discovering new services, and getting in touch. However, by the late 1990s, the rise of the internet and search engines like Google started to make phone books less essential. As more people turned to the web, the need for these big books faded. Nowadays, most of us rely on smartphones and online directories, leaving the once popular phone books in the past. As phone books faded with the rise of the internet, how did our way of enjoying movies evolve? Let's explore the shift to video rentals next.
Now you can rent all new releases or anything else for 5 days.
Really?
Yeah, so you can just enjoy it at your own pace.
In the 80s, renting VHS tapes from video stores like Blockbuster was a fun way to watch movies at home. People would stroll through the aisles, excited to choose movies to enjoy with family or friends on their VCRs. It was a social activity, offering a huge selection of films without having to buy them. This made movie nights affordable and fun, whether you were catching the latest release or revisiting a classic. Video stores also became gathering spots where folks could chat with staff and other movie lovers. But as DVDs emerged in the late 1990s, offering better quality and online rental services like Netflix began mailing discs, the need for physical stores dwindled. Eventually, streaming took over, bringing movies directly to our screens and ending the era of video rental stores. As we reflect on these 10 simple things from the 1980s that will never happen again, which one do you miss the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic content.